own way. Bells baseball is next.
Bellingham Bells Baseball is on the air. Bells Baseball is brought to you on 98.9 K-Bay by Walton Beverage on 98.9 K-Bay.
It's the Bells and the Port Angeles Lefties for the third and final series of the 2021 summer season and league schedule this summer. I talked with head coach Adam Giesland a little bit earlier about today's game, and here's what he had to say. Downfield level with Bells head coach Adam Giesland. 3 games for this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to get off to a good start and game one of the series, and that's what we look to do tonight. Brody Jesse on the mound, out there, establishing that fastball of his and throwing strikes, and just want to get off to a good start for the series for sure.
A bit of a heartbreaker last night down in Ridgefield. Have not had the chance to talk to anybody about that yet.
Great baseball games, and like I told the guys in the meeting afterwards, you know what? It was a great fight, and they landed one more punch than we did. And that's how we have to look at that, and when you love this game so much and you play it as much as we do, you are going to be on the wrong end of games like that. And that's what happened to us last night. Credit to Ridgefield. Fun series, hard-fought series, and we had a good time down there. It's a little bit. You're able to get some intel on runners and spray charts and things like that. But it's also difficult at the same time, too. They have some new players in. It'll be difficult, but at the same time, you can also use some of that intel to your advantage.
New face for the Bells in the starting lineup. Bronson Rivera. He's committed to the University of Hawaii this fall and will play.
Like you said, left side of the infield guy. We're going to have him at third base tonight to get his feet wet as a brand new Bell. And, I just want
mentioned earlier, Brody Jesse starting on the mound tonight. He can throw some heat. What does he have to do against Port Angeles to be successful tonight?
Honestly, to me, it's all about Brody establishing that fastball, pounding the strike zone with it, and then the slider and the changeup play off of that. So definitely establishing the fastball.
It's going to be an exciting 989kbay.com.
Is an injury, accident, capstone team of physical?
Yeah, it's breaking up pretty bad.
Is it really?
Activities you enjoy?
Well, it's coming and going.
Whether you're limited by a sports injury, work injury, an accident, surgery, or
Martin Field, we are underway, indeed. And now, I don't even know where to begin. I know we're on the radio, but the Port Angeles, in terms of teams the Bells see on the Bells schedule, and Brody Jesse is on the mound for Bellingham. For the Lefties, he's in right field, and he made it to first. And then against Luke Saunders. So he was forced out. Safe over at first is Javi Espinoza. And now down at the dish is Garrett Lake. Bells fan first. The throw down to second. Skips through the glove of Ty Saunders. He punches his mitt. And safe at second. And we had a whole pregame for you, but the Port Angeles Lefties arriving to Joe Martin a little bit late. A couple of bus mishaps, travel mishaps, and takes strike one. Brody Jesse in his third appearance for the Bells on the summer. Throws hard, throws fast, works quickly, and works well. Fastball night. Missing up high to Garrett Lake, so he's walked to first. And the Bells have only won one series all season. That was against Port Angeles, in Port Angeles. And they haven't been swept, have again. And closing out the first half of West Coast League play. Javi Espinoza over at second and Garrett Lake at first, following, and now the 0-1. Another fastball inside for strike two. Coleman Schmidt, a 6'2", 190 right-handed batter, walked just a moment ago. No balls, 2 strikes to Coleman Schmidt. Jet up to speed. Batting sixth is Bronson Rivera. Just got here yesterday from Hawaii. We'll tell you a little bit more about him later. The 1-2. Grounder up the left infield gap, gets through. Right in left center. To Sam at the dish. Crowd at Joe Martin is getting into this ball game. Malachi Knight joined the Bell out of the state of Washington for the MLB draft in just a few weeks, July 11th through the 13th. Bells will be on the road on the 11th in Yakima, then make their way back home on the 13th. Well, after the game on the 11th, then be home for a 3-game series against Wenatchee. The his first appearance with Port Angeles this summer. Out of high school, he went to Arkansas, played for the Razorbacks. Now he calls time. Brody Jesse started his windup and now holds off. After Arkansas, Bryce Matthews transferred last spring, and he will be a COVID redshirt junior this fall at Washington. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone here, top of the first inning. Just getting things started. And Port Angeles took the very first series of the season back. Tags Bryce Matthews, so he is making his way down the first baseline now. Base is now loaded for Port Angeles. Jesse's last start came on June 25th. Jesse started, went 3 2/3, giving up 1 earned run, the only one of that game. Bells defeating the Dudes. Start Isabel came on June 18th against Portland. The Portland Pickles were here in Bellingham. And Brody went 3 innings. No runs, 1 hit. And 4 walks. At the end of the last series between Port Angeles and Bellingham, Bells were in Port Angeles and things on. Missing outside. He didn't show his glove, didn't look too ready over there. As he's watching Garrett Lake. He's got 5 on the year. The 2-1. Way inside. Backs Trevor Toshenko off the with 19. 3-1. Just missing downstairs, and that will walk game. Jim Clem coming out of the Bells dugout to chat with Brody.
Dream Getaway have luxury hotel rooms, Washington's premier golf.
Seventh for the Port Angeles Lefties. And 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to Holman. Trevor Toshenko at first. He drew an RBI walk, bringing home Garrett Lake. Lefties ahead of this ball game 1-0. And now the 1-2. Grounded when an opponent scores first against the Bells. They are 1-11 on the summer seasons here this July 4th weekend. And the next two broadcasts, I will team up with the Port Angeles broadcaster Tellier Lundquist, July 4th style. And tonight, some fireworks will be displayed at you. A little bit, a fist bump, and a tap on the back for the Bell's starter. Rough outing, but only one run given up. And let's break it all down for you since Cole Hinkleman could not make the play as Hamakawa threw it over to him at first on the grounder. Javi Espinosa, 4-1 count. That moved Espinosa to second. Lake to first. Coleman Schmidt got a base hit into left
field finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is to taste Acme Valley ice cream. You will never settle for less. We truly are pound.
Comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Bottom of the first inning, and Daniel Jernan flew out to right center field. Way back at the track, making the grab was Luke Saunders, the Lefties leadoff man, for out number one. Jernan was looking for his third home run against the Lefties quickly. Jernan in center field. Yugo Hamakawa at second. 2 balls, no strikes is the count. Cole Hinkleman, newcomer, he is at third. And batting seventh, Ty Saunders is at short. Malachi Knight in left field. He had the great play in the top of the inning. And batting ninth, Emilio Corona, he is in. Skipped around and started to make his way down the right field line. He's got to come back. And Connor Spear, in his second start against the Bells this season, the 3-1 to Hamakawa. Hugo leads the Bells in walks this season. Cole Hinkleman is the next man up. Still settling in this summer as a Bell, but he was a Bell in 2019. Batted .263 2 summers ago in 39 games. Ridgefield Raptors. And last night, a heartbreaker as Cole Hinkleman takes ball one. Bells losing in 10 innings with 2 outs by Cody Darcy. Back here for a 3-game series against Port Angeles this weekend. The check and batting fifth for the lefty. Batter's gloves, the 1-1. Driven into left field. Under it, not having to move much, is Tashenko. Maybe one step or two, and for the Bells. And he's pitched. It's fouled off out of play to our right above the Bells dugout. Bells in their sleeveless white uniforms tonight, and the Lefties in their down towards the waist. Gray bottoms for the left. And the Lefties' color scheme was decided upon, which Port Angeles sits just on the south side of. Play at Civic Field, which is about 5 blocks off the straight, and you're looking not into the water, not into the straight. That's all he needs, and he makes the play to Bryce Matthews. Charlie Somm grounding out 6, and Adam Giesland walking back to the Bells dugout, while Brody Jesse and the Bells take the field defensively. We'll take a quick break. Come back on the Bells Radio Network, 98.9 K-Bay, and online at 98.9kbay.com.
CH30, and then after that, we're back to regular minute breaks.
.com/.
The best. for the top of the second inning and leading off for the now he leads them. His squad and batting average, batting .429, only 7 at bats though. This one his 8th. First 3 hits, 2 runs in 7 at bats. And now the 0-1 just misses down and away. A slider there at 78, ball 1. Missing for ball 2. Takayoshi came in to pinch hit against the Bells when they were fastball at 90 again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Takayoshi came into 2-2, misses high and away. Full count coming up to start the top of the second. Swung on, fouled, straight back. Over the helmet of Charlie Som. Lefties avoiding the sweep, winning that one 9-3. The dugout started to trot towards first. Now he's making his way back. Gone, top of the second. Nick Oakley missing high and away, ball 1. Jesse throws fastball change slider. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jesse's fastball, though, his misses downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Jesse, a redshirt sophomore at Gonzaga University. He might be a switch hitter because on the roster it says pitcher Brody Jesse was standing as Cole Hinkleman tried to dive. Got his glove on the grounder. It popped up. Then Hugo snared it midair and no throw coming. So a base hit for Nick Oakley. 1 gone for the second time in 2 innings. First pitch. Down in the turf, runner goes, makes the grab. No play. Although hobbled over at second is and the pitching staff for Port Angeles. As Oakley saw Saunders jumping up to receive the throw from Som. So that looks to be okay. Everybody departing from Nick Oakley. Off it's Ty Saunders and Yugo Hamakawa. Keeping an eye on him. Luke Saunders awaits his first balls, no strikes. Saunders coming into today batting .292. 7 hits, 3 runs. Well, missing outside again, 3 balls and no strikes. I believe Saunders also made his Port Angeles grounder straight down and bounces foul on the second hop. Charlie Som scrambled over there and trapped it. Gonzaga 17 appearances, 10 starts, 25 innings pitched. Roll with the Bulldogs. The 3-1. And that misses inside, turning off and away from it was Saunders. He topped. Courtesy of Brody Jesse this evening. Javi Espinoza. That'll bring him up at the second bag and Saunders at first. Just an inning ago. And Espinoza tied for the team lead with hits at 12 with teammate. And Espinoza, left-handed batter, he turned into it. Tries. Second hit batsman. Second time to Brody Jesse, who looked good in his last outing. Dudes. In his 3rd start today. Clem out there with Charlie Som. Bells and their fans know how dangerous Lake is. 3 home runs back on Sunday, June 6th. Here in Bell, the 10th inning, that would stand for the game winner. And again, also leads the Port Angeles Lefties with runs batted in, total of 10. First pitch to Lake. The 1-0 missing downstairs. Jesse fires a fastball. Oh boy, that one cleaned out there after the mound visit from Jim Clem. 2 balls, no strikes. Popped Ty Saunders. It drops. He can't make the play. Sliding in from third. So trotting back to the dugout is Garrett Lake. Brings home a run. And now runners at the 0-1 grounded down the third base side. Out. Stop. So that allowed Nick Oakley to charge home from third. Port Angeles ahead on the check swing. That's big for Jesse. His third strikeout right now, straight into the Bells dugout. He will go and get a innings worth of rest. We'll see if he comes back out. K-Bay and online at 98.9kbay.com.
Right. That means integrity, transparency, and educating our customers while
with rods on the guide and off Bennett Drive in Bellingham.
It's Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay.
Strike one from Connor Spear. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count now between these two clubs all summer long. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see each other in West Coast League playoff action. It's going to take a skips off home plate, back into the backstop. 3 balls. And have a little second walk delivered by Connors. 2 first with nobody out. Bottom of the second. Now Bron here today in his first at bat. First pitch in there, strike one. It's a change. Hawaii just yesterday. And Bronson Rivera is from, and as a sophomore at Conowena, he hit .400. That was his batting average. Ball, 1 strike. That same year, he finished with 16 runs batted in, 2 home runs, 13 runs total. Pitched 11 2/3 also. Rivera, 2 balls, 1 strike. And in those 11 2/3 innings, he posted a .491 ERA. By Rivera. Bells have 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Trail by 2 runs, the 2-2. Grounder, out the throw. He's got speed, though. He was down there in a flash. But ground there, he made the play to first. And so 1 gone here in the bottom of the second for the Bells. Meanwhile, Grayson Sterling advancing to second. First pitch to Ty Saunders. He watches it fall in, strike 1. Saunders leads the Bells in runs batted in. Misses just off the right edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goes to school down in Ridgefield, 30 minutes north of Portland, and he goes to school at the University of Portland. Friends and familiar faces came to visit him while he was in Ridgefield. And his parents were there too. See, so many fans. Now the 1-2. Delivered to Saunders. And a very strange delivery. And then in the very same motion, delivered the 1-2, fouled straight back. So they'll try the 1-2, 15th. Games throughout the first half. And just last week, Connor Spear pitched a perfect 6 innings. Right infield gap coming over is Javi Espinoza to first in time, and they all look towards Grayson Sterling, who was thinking about home right infield. Couple of ground outs, now 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Here's Malachi Knight in his very first at bat. Strike 1. Malachi joined the Bells on their Knight. Not coming up with a whole lot. Very first at bat as a Bell. Raptor infield. Went for the out against A.J. Davis. Knight was safe at first. Then went 0 for 3 the next night. Malachi batted 5th innings. Then he pinched hit last night. Top of the ninth and struck out swinging. The 1-2. Grounded foul down the right field line. For the first. Knight trying to come home. As Coleman Schmidt was. Knight goes down. And so do the Bells. We are through 2 innings here at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field. Up next will be the left catcher spark, catch a stride. When we come back on the Bellingham Bells, back at the station.
But that doesn't mean it's nice.
Yep.
Your yard
I
with
have to
wasps,
mute
yellow
you
jackets, or balls.
And leading off for Port Angeles is Bryce Matthews. First pitch fouled off, strike 1. Back in the first, Matthews was hit by a pitch, and that loaded the bases of the ball game. Port Angeles ahead 2 runs to 0. Slider at 82. It's this year, the 2-1. Fastball that time. Jernan and Corona. Jernan's going to go back to the wall, play it off the carom. And that's how he gets things started for the lefties. Here is the Bells bullpen, and we do. First pitch. Run of San Diego. No, grounder. 1 gone, top of the 3rd. And brings up Jack Holman. Off-speed slider missing upstairs. Ball 1. Back in the first, Holman struck out swinging with the bases loaded. The 1-0. Swing and a miss by Jack Holman. Port Angeles, they've had the beat away to Hinkleman from 3rd. 3 runs to 0. Takayoshi struck out looking. And Port Angeles ombre top. Gray pants and the Hinkleman at first, so they'll try it again. Came charging down the right field. And it was not called a foul ball. Some thought it would have rolled foul. Adjacent to left field. Baseball fans alike with their blankets and lawn chairs. Slider missing high. First ball to Tommy Takayoshi. 1-2 the count. Just missing up high. Slider at 80. Jesse already kicking, dealing, popped into center. Jernan charging to his right. It's left center now. And Jernan calling.
Acme Valley delicious. This is full strength ice cream. The ice cream, you will never settle for less. We truly are, pound for pound, the best around.
When track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money, just like
right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
Great futures start here. Serving 102,200 meals and snacks served in 2000. Launch Great Futures by making a gift today at whatcomclubs.org.
As a local wholesale bakery, Flappy have yummy treats that include muffins, brownies, cakes, granolas, and our new line of cookies.
His first at bat in the top of the 2nd. And he did have a home run while the Bells beating the Bells 15 runs to 10. Counts for Ridgefield Raptor pitching. 15. Ridgefield Bells Victoria. Center charging to his right and behind him, Garrett Lake. The ball lands on the track. And Corona rounds first. He comes into second. Standing at second, calling time. He's aboard with a leadoff double. Of the 24 total games this summer so far, and he's become the Bells' new leadoff slider, missing upstairs. Ball 1. Corona dancing at second. Thinking about the get back in time. Spear now glancing back again. The 1-0 to Jernan makes his way off of second base, and he's into third. A balk charged appearance on the mound of the ball game. Jim Clem's already made 2, but pitching coach Scott Kelly out there with the entire Port Angeles. The Bells rotation once, and now facing the top of it for the second time. Starts the mound, stealing some chalk on the back of the mound, was shortstop Nick Oakley. Now he's back in his short position. It's Corona, the 1-0. And it catches the upper right corner of the strike zone against the right-handed Daniel Jernan. Readies for the 1-1. Corona is at third. The pitch. Grounder up the center infield gap. It gets through. And the Bells are on the board, trailing 3-1. Jernan's on base 23 games now out of 25 for the Bells. At the dish, takes strike 1 from Connor Spear. Connor Spear, by the way, a collegiately pickoff attempt to first. Getting back in time, Daniel Jernan. Bryce Matthews thought he got him. This spring with Wisconsin Whitewater with a 6-win, 1-loss record. Second was Tommy Takayoshi. Jernan doesn't go, he stays at first. And Hugo representing the tying run. The 1-2. The University of Wisconsin University. The 2-2 in the third is Jernan safely. And with a nice, Jernan slides in. Runners at the corners, nobody out for the Bells here in the bottom of the third. Last night, Hugo, a couple of hits, went 2 for 5. Pitch back in the first. Hinkleman flew out to left field, and now the left-handed batter. Hinkleman will go into his junior year at Stanford this fall, originally from Sammamish, Washington. Here in the summer of 2021, the 0-1 missing down and away from Hinkleman. Cole Hinkleman's got a large pitcher's build. He's 6'4". Cole wanted that, got a single-run home run last night in the third. Field Raptors, who, by the way, sit in second in the West Coast League South. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. Off a single, courtesy of Daniel Jernan. Charlie Somm, the next man up for the Bells, grounded out to go-ahead run here. First pitch, off-speed curve, down and inside against 3-run home run shot in the first game against Ridgefield. And those two would be brought. Bells, that their only win in Ridgefield. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hinkleman. Another check to first. Hamakawa and Spear wanting to get that out. The righty sets and Connor Spear. A 2-1. Grounded foul down the left field side. Little kids, the lefties hanging over the fence. Dropped foul back into the grandstand netting. And they'll try it back on June 17th. The Bells were in Port Angeles, and Spear to second, now to first. Not going to be in time. Third made the play to second for the force out, but meanwhile, Dent. There's choice to second. Hamakawa is out. Somm at first, 2 outs, bottom of the third, and the 0-1 is a curve in with a walk, 4-1 count. And he was the Ridgefield Raptor that got the Raptors' first run, and outside, ball 2. A little bit of a slower start. Going into his redshirt sophomore year. Bells with 2 runs here in the bottom of the third. Payoff pitch. Second. And a glance to the spear, but elected not to. There's action down in the bullpen. Missing downstairs, fastball 87, ball 1 to Malachi Knight. Although Malachi Knight a right-handed batter, Rivera left-handed. The 1-0 off-speed slider. Rivera grounded out his first at-bat as a Bell, now his second, the 1-1. We talked to Bronson Rivera earlier. I mean, he went, strike 2 called. And here's what he had to say about his travel. Let's try that again here. Try that again in a moment. But for now, 2 balls, 2. Here's what Bronson said earlier about his travels from Hawaii to Bellingham.
I traveled the red-eye flight, so overnight and green eye.
Well, plenty of green out in Hawaii, too, of the third. Here in the bottom of the third, still trail 3 runs to 2. Coming back out there is not Brody Jesse, it is Carter Parcher.
Hi, I'm very aware of this when choosing the mattresses we carry. By adding wool layers and natural covers, we pod. They actually remember your shape. Wool toppers and mattress pads that can cool off your existing mattress. So,
good night, sleep.
How much time left?
My carpets are the #1 choice for carpet and area rug cleaning, upholstery, odor control, and more. So go ahead, kids. I've got Swans on my side.
Get your home looking and smelling fresh as a spring day. Call Swans today or visit them online at
SwanWA.com is Cascade Radio Group's new hyper-local job board. It's FOM, the go-to job board in Northwest Washington. Tell your friends, your manager, your favorite local business has been keeping computers running smoothly in Whatcom County for over 22 years. In the computer business, a new super-fast solid-state computer system with all your old data on it. Find Data Link West on.
Back in 10.
From Go Bells.
Baseball. It's Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay.
Relieving Brody Jesse of his duties after going 3 at the dish for the lefties. Carter Parcher, 6'2", 170, throws right. And now he delivers the 2-1, making his 3rd appearance of the summer season for the Bells here tonight. 3 balls, 1 ball, 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Nitter towards Hamakawa along the turf and to first. Hinkleman makes the catch for out number 1 in the top of the 4th. Lights out at second base all summer. After every game, the Bells. Hamakawa at the conveyor belt checkout. Area of Sushi. Yes. To Yugo. 3 balls, nobody. They come back. And they return it because of how bad it is. Yugo ended up getting it, eating it on the bus. And I asked him afterwards, how was it? He said, then he went right to sleep after that. So that was the bus ride back. Meanwhile, down at the dish, Luke Saunders walked to Espinoza, the next man up. 1 runner on, 1 out. That hadn't been the first time Yugo got sushi from. You can't test Charlie Somm like that. The freshman caught Luke Saunders in a throwdown. 2 gone now for Port Angeles, top 4. Payoff pitch coming to Carter Parcher. Steps back, now kicks and fires.
That's right. Weight loss seminar Tuesday, July 6th at the p.m. Stop smoking seminar 8 to 10 p.m. Registration.
Yes, it is. We're in the bottom of the 4th, and leading off is called to Saunders, and a pitching change. And the right-handed batter's box fouls it off into the Bells bullpen down the right field. 6'3", 190 pounds. Vista in Bellingham. 1 strike to Tie grounded out in the second inning to second baseman. The 2-2. Another foul ball out of play to the right field line. Payoff pitch. Misses high and inside to Son. At the plate, everybody excited to see Malachi here drifting behind the Bells grandstand. Perched. You feel like you're right on 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-2. Knight struck out swinging and takes ball 2 in the top of the 7th. In Ridgefield, now runner goes from first. Saunders gets there, no problem. As behind Takayoshi, a little bit too home. Payoff pitch tonight, nobody out, bottom 4. Saunders at second, the first payoff pitch rather, missing high and away. That's the go-ahead run. He chats with David Higuera at first, and now an infield. That is Connor's. He had a double in the third. Into deep left center field. That one, a no-doubter way back, and it is way gone. Emilio Corona, a 3-run empty out of the dugout. And they're hyped for him. 382 feet over the left center field wall, 103 mile. First pitch from Sinclair. Fastball. Now Jernan cracks one up the center infield gap. Coming over, Joe Javi. Didn't want to risk Jernan getting any more extra bases there. On his base hits of Sinclair. Up 5 runs to come.
Relive all. I still didn't get you.
Oh, sorry. No, I was chatting to others.
Bellingham. 98.9. No worries.
At RobinsonHardwood.com.
Well, terrific stolen base for Daniel Jernan here to Nick Oakley, who was at second going for the tag out. He's been walked and got a base hit tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. New pitcher for us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Side winding pitcher. Right foot on the first base side of the pitcher's rubber. Left foot forward, the 1-2. Swing and a miss from Hugo. 2 hits. 1, a 3. Then another base hit to Jernan. That was the end of the night for Sinclair. Now, first pitch, swing and a miss from Hinkleman. He drops to his left knee. Strike 1. Attends Dixie State College. He is the 0-1 catches the outside edge against Hinkleman. No balls, 2 strikes. 3 is our score. Matthews to make. He plays it off the sharp 2-hop and tags the bag for out number 2. Daniel. Now, who throws right? He chose Dixie State because, yeah, sure, it's got a great baseball program. It's got a great coaching staff and a winning atmosphere. And Mesquite is 40 minutes from St. George, Utah, freeway. And we talked about that last time the Bells were in Port Angeles. They saw Zach Thomas. Jernan at third. Swing and a miss from Saw a couple of times while in Port Angeles. He's made 8 appearances so far for the lefty. Out of 8 appearances, only 2 innings, and that was against Bellingham, second of 3 games opening weekend. And Charlie Som
is distinguished by its robust flavor, taffy-like texture, and smooth mouthfeel finish that satisfies with every spoon. A friend, or keep it all to yourself. Once you taste Acme Valley ice cream, you will.
When people come before profit,
and the values we share.
And BEC 102,200 meals. Help us launch great futures by making a gift today at whatcomclubs.org.
They're nutritious and delicious. We offer a variety.
In a good area, all the paperwork, the financing, the negotiating. Ugh, I would have lost my.
Back in 10.
Wasn't for Mission Realty. Let their expert team at Mission Realty handle.
K-Bay.
Second on what was called an infield fly. Ty Saunders camped out is Emilio Corona. You never know what could happen when Lake is at the dish. 3 home runs. Knight has gone 1-2-3 in the half inning for the Bells tonight. Softly, and now he flutters one over to first baseman. Came in for Brody Jesse, went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, picking his spots, and Carter Part. He's been on base twice in 2 plate appearances. One, he was to Bryce Matthews. 1 ball, 1 strike by Jack Holman, who grounded out to second baseman Yugo Hamakawa. 1-2. Down and off again on June 11th, going 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. After that, though, only going 1 in. Down Carter Parcher. Trots 2-3, top of the 5th. First time either side has done that tonight, and it's tonight. There's a lot of them. Full capacity here at Joe.
Individual who are right for the customer. Cascade Radio Group has an opening now for someone who is loaded with marketing know-how and loves to sell. We want to help local companies grow through effective radio and what you do. Contact General Manager Heidi Person at this. Cascade Radio Group is an equal opportunity.
Careful home analysis to make sure your system is sized. Turn to the experts with Carrier.
Back in 10.
Visit us online for details.
It's Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay.
Bells ahead by 2 runs. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Driven into right center for Grayson Sterling. His second in 2 games. This time. That one a bullet off the bat. How fast? 98 miles an hour. A liner into right field. It gets down and safely aboard. Getting all 3 outs. I'm called. Quick visit from Tom. He was walked on a full. And I think I called it 2 and 2 nights. That's incorrect. His last one came on Wednesday in Ridgefield. A single run shot top of the 3rd. Strike 1 delivered to Ty Saunders. Now the 0-1. As Bronson Rivera was caught a little bit too much of. 1-1 back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zach Thomas, the 3rd pitcher used for Port Angeles. Saunders at 84. Thanks to Ty Saunders. 15 appearances, no starts. Posted a 9.28 ERA. Payoff pitch to Saunders. Swung on and fouled off the very edge of the bat. Run to 0 lead here in the bottom of this inning. Potters to make the catch. 2 outs gone. Bottom of the 5th. Ty Saunders flying out to right field. They're brought home on Emilio Corona's 3-run homer to left center field. Now the 0-1 tonight. This time And he makes the grab, no problem. Had to run back and add one more in the bottom of the fifth. A single-run home run from Grayson Sterling. No errors. Bottom five. We go to the top of the sixth. Port Angeles down by 3. Trevor Dashenko leading things off. He drew in an RBI walk in the first and gets things started against Carter Parcher.
Has been keeping computers running smoothly in Whatcom County for over 22 years. In the computer business, that's forever. Solid-state computer system with all your old data on it. Find Data Link West to visit for all your computer needs. Go Bells.
IKO Sumas is hiring for multiple great-paying positions for on-the-job training with entry-level positions starting at over $22 online at IKO.com. IKO is an equal opportunity employer.
Fastball 87. Parcher from Linden. Ball, 1 strike. And strike 2. Off State Bakersfield this fall. Change of scenery. The 1-2. Swing in the top of the 6th. A strikeout. Passes back and forth to each other. Parcher readies the 0-1 fastball. Popped up down the left field line, drifting out of play. No! But Rivera makes the grab along the left field fence. Takayoshi in there, strike 1. Now he's working. Holman bats right. 1. Pops straight down, foul. Got a good matchup coming tomorrow. July 3rd. A night that will include for Tommy Takayoshi. Missing just off the bottom left corner. This is downstairs, ball 1. Saw him taking a couple strides out. In the 4th. Popped into center. Jernin running back to his left. He's got the speed to get there. Does, and makes the grab.
A finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. You taste Acme Valley ice cream, you will never settle for less. We truly are.
Convenience comes without compromise.
Cards. And send money. Just like that. You, more than just money.
Great futures. 102. Help us launch great futures.
Serve the Bellingham Bells. We produce allergy-friendly baked goods that are nutritious and being the main ingredient in all of our products. You get a tasty treat made from clean ingredients that are loaded with.
And he is 2 for 2 on the night. Been exciting. Base hit in the bottom of the 3rd. And a 5-3 lead. Then Grayson Sterling knocked a 1-run home run over the 7th of the season, the 1-0. They're coming in for Joseph Sinclair in the 4th. Right after that home run by Bronson Love. Corona's at second. Top of the rotation, Daniel Jernin with Corona at second. First pitch swung on, grounded into the left infield gap. A rocket along the turf to Nick Oakley. Bottom of the 6th. And would love to do it against the lefties. In the final of ball 1. Hugo came into today, sliding in, no throw from Tommy Takayoshi. And he's in the second with his second stolen base of the night. That is a new catcher behind the dish. Storm last inning. Now he's on the mound looking back to 3-1. Hugo scoots back. It was waist high. Bottom of the 6th inning. Zach Thomas remaining out there. Tommy Takayoshi now running down the left field wall. and into the Port Angeles bullpen. And we'll see who comes out for Zach Thomas. Bases loaded for the Bell. Hinkleman 0 for 4 on the night. Now Jack Holman visiting Zach Thomas. Takes his plate behind first baseman Bryce Matthews in the fourth. The 0-1. Switch. He had a 1. The 0-2 missing outside. Thomas trying to get him to bite. On the night. The count 1-3 again. Only been aboard on a fielder's choice. Back loaded. Corona at third, Jernan at second, and Hugo. A couple of high schools during his time in high school. The 1-0 in there. Seasons at St. Bonaventure High School. Then saw him transfer to 1,000 Oaks High School. Corona, the throw comes in. It's off and in front of home plate. Into second safely is Hamakawa on the play. He gets there on a pass. The 1. Walked in the second and third, then a single run home run over the right center field wall in the fifth to lead things off. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sterling. Just back into the left of home plate. Second. Thomas, full count. Well, actually not the same start time. Tonight we got started a little bit later than as expected. Tomorrow night, though, and fouled off the catcher's mitt of Holman. So Sterling, a teammate, Brody Jesse, started this ball game. Lost in the NCAA College World Series. Sterling staying alive. Bulldog in that ball game. So then he and Brody Jesse went to Grayson's home of Boise, Idaho. Back, and this ball game started 45 minutes later than are here. Kendall Jernan at third, Yugo Hamakawa at second. Loaded, Sterling walked. Bat goes flying into the dugout. Jim Clem didn't move a muscle. I don't know if he blinked. Corner to home base and propelling baseball bat that was headed their way. To Bronson Rivera, it's on the outside edge. He's for the 0-2. Bases loaded for Port Angeles. I mean, for the Bells against Port Angeles. The 0-2. Missing outside. There's ball 1 to Rivera. Second time this inning, the 1-2. Just off. Rivera got his first hit as a Bell 1 inning ago, a double. Strand 3 for the first time tonight.
Mouthfeel finish that's here in the Pacific Northwest. Share it with a friend or keep it.
It's a top-rated app. And send money just like that. Credit union.
Great futures start here. Serve in 2,200 meals and help us launch
Robinson Hardwood and Homes, providing guaranteed service.
How much for those lessons? Shh. Honey. Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough.
Local independent Pepsi distributor.
It's Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay.
In the top of the seventh, and he's worked his way into a 1-2 count. Luke Saunders leading things off for the Lefties in the seventh. First base now. First pitch from Parcher. Grounder foul right at the bell. Northeast Hills of the Bay Area. Into shallow left center. It's going to drop. His first hit of the night. Tonight, though, walked in the first. Infield fly, Nick Oakley. That was the second of 3 runs scored by Port Angeles tonight. And the first. Garrett Lake this spring, named to the 2021 Horizon League All-Academic Team with Purdue Fort Wayne. The 1-0. Ada. South of Las Vegas. Parcher 4 strikeouts already. He's been able to gather in his right field fence, and Hinkleman 2 in a row for the Port Angeles Lefties. Charlie Somm struck out swinging and then grounded out. Batting the same as Garrett Lake. Now, head coach Adam Gieselin taking the baseball from Carter Parcher on the mound, and we are getting a pitching change. After we'll come back, tell you a little bit more about Greg Blackman, who is on the mound for KBay.com.
Welcome sign of spring.
2 minutes.
A crack on your
please.
winch. Guarantee the highest quality service at affordable prices and work with all insurance. Mount Baker Auto Glass on Humboldt Street inside Olson Auto Body or on Northwest. Mark, I understand you've been a hand therapy specialist for over 25 years. What exactly does a hand therapist do?
Our hands are critical to daily life, and when they get injured from trauma or overuse, our quality of life is affected. I work with doctors and surgeons to maximize hand recovery and get people back to life and the activities they enjoy most. Anything that leads to hand pain or dysfunction.
Any tips for our listeners?
If you're experiencing hand or wrist pain or loss,
Provider with Kaiser, Regents, Medicare, LNI, and most other insurance.
There's 30 seconds after this.
When you call Clean Air Comfort, perfect. With reliable ground. Rethink your air quality with a new air conditioner, heat pump.
9 KBay.
Parcher, after giving up a couple of consecutive base hits to Javi Espin 1/3. 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Was a Bend Elk in 2019. Went by G.T. Blackman. Wolf's been there for 3 years down in Bend. Does a great job. The 1-0 now at the dish to Coleman Schmidt. 5'10", 175, throws right. From Lewis Clark State. Now a St. Mary's Gale prop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count. Coleman Schmidt, base hit the first. This freshman year, this past spring, appeared. Love that town. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the Reno. Balls, 2 strikes. Coleman Schmidt, in fact, graduated from Reno High School. 231, 18 hits, 7 extra bases. 2 game against the Cal Bears on March 4th. Home run on April 17th against Santa Clara University. Coleman Schmidt settling in nicely for the Lefties. He's had 57. Now a payoff pitch coming from Greg Black. Here against Coleman Schmidt. 1 out, top of the 7th. And there, strike 3. Home plate umpire had other ideas, calling strike 3, 2 gone. Seeing Bryce Matthews. The next man up. Oh, 1. Runners at first and second. Javi Espinoza at second. Garrett Lake at first. The pitch swung on, and 5 appearances on the year, no starts. His longest 3 1/3. Back when the Bells were in 1 run to 4. The 0-2 Port Angeles Lefties.
Indulgent and delicious. This is full strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be. And never settle for less. We truly are pound for pound.
Without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app. So we can track our spend.
Credit unions are powered by members, and the values we
Futures start here.
Local wholesale bakery, flat of yummy treats that include muffins, brownies, cakes with fiber, omega-3.
With rods on Bennett Drive and online.
And new pitcher for the Lefties. Delivers ball. Tall signalers and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Brooks has a 1. The 2-2. Misses down and in against Saunders. 3 balls, 2. Brought home on a 3-run homer by Corona. That's been it for Ty Saunders. making his way to first, walked on another full count. Up and tight against Knight, and he hinges his hips backwards to get out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. Lefties were in Yakima Valley. The 1-0. Up and in again against Knight. 2 balls, no strikes. Cern on 4 hits, and the Lefties victorious 8. Then was pulled. Brooks going the... And that was Brooks' only win to his credit so far. His longest outing. Posted a... off the handle of the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There this fall. Highly touted him. 2-2 check to first again. And... Hacker out of the lefty dugout. I think that's due to the excessive... They're going to call a balk on Stephen Brooks. Cracks it foul down the left base. It did. Joel. Bells see the left during the course of this. Canadian teams playing in the West Coast League this summer. Now the 2-2 ripped to short. And Corona is the next batter up. 1 gone, bottom of the 7th. Emilio's been on board on all 3 of his plate appearances and has scored a run on edge. Missing down low, fastball 86, ball 1. Bats right, he's got white batter's gloves and the 1-0 swing and a miss. Corona swinging under it. Makes eye contact with double taps home plate, twists his right cleat into the turf. Now the 1-1. Pop down the third base side. Double of the night. And he is 4 for 4 and feeling it here at Joe Martin. That grounder just fair of third base, and it scorched down the left field line. Into left field, and Tishenko having to go all the way back there. Corona's speed brought him to second. First pitch to Bells ahead by 5 and after Ty Saunders came home on Corona's RBI double. So Jernan hit by a pitch. He's at first, and Corona's at second. No strikes. Brooks with the 1-0 flared foul down the left field line. Missing down and away, 3 balls, 1 strike. No action in the Port Angeles bullpen. Hugo cracks it down the right field line and foul. Get the foul ball. For the 2-2. 1 out, bottom 7. Swung on, grounded right up the center field, and double play. So Hugo grounds one right off the pitcher's mound.
Acme Valley ice cream is distinct and delicious. This is full-strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be. Handcrafted here in the Pacific Northwest. The best around.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that.
Credit unions are powered by members.
Great futures start here. Serving 360 kids per day. Supporting academic success. 100. Help us launch Great Futures by making a gift today. at Whatcom Club.
Baked goods that are nutritious and delicious. We offer a variety.
First to batter's face. Coleman Schmidt went down looking. Bryce Matthews down swinging. Leading up and in front of home plate to Schenkel. He's okay as he's stepping back in. Schenkel 0 for 2 on the night, a ground out, a strikeout. Drove in a run, though, as he drew a walk in the top of. Appeared in 3 games with Cal Berkeley this spring. The 0-2. Grounder towards third baseman. Bronson Rivera, he can't make. And he is on. Jack Holman was the DH starting off for tonight. First pitch from Greg Blackman, 87 mile an hour fastball. Strike one. Tough break for Bronson Rivera on the first match between the Bells and Lefties. Got started later too for 1-1. Fouled into Charlie Somm. Strike two, 1-2 the count. Later, the start time typically 6:35. The 1-2 check over to first. First, Jack Holman kicks his left foot back to get out of the way. For the Bells, he'll bring some fireworks by himself. Has some crazy movement. The 2-2, another check to first. Greg Blackman really going for Tashenko over there. Jack Holman 0 for 3 on the night, but brought home a run, a 2-2 swing and a miss. For Zach Thomas is going to be Takuto Kataoka, like in the 8th spot. First, Zach Thomas for Tommy Takayoshi. Now, Takuto Kataoka. Blackman in there for strike one. 1-1 the count. That time a fastball at 80. Now a swing and a miss. Down in the count 1-2. Takuto Kataoka. They were here at the very beginning of the season in Bellingham, where both these teams started things off. The 1-2. Garrett Lake with a 3-run homer to solidify things. 2 time. But nice recovery there by Rivera to make the play. At second, grounding into a fielder's choice, is out at second is Trevor Tashenko. So 2 gone now in the top of the 8th. Rotation for Port Angeles. It's Nick Oakley. Greg is back. Bunt shows on the first pitch. Pulled back, strike one called. Nick Oakley going into his sophomore year in a town like Santa Barbara. Beautiful spot. North coast of J.D. Callahan of the Bells, who's also from UCSB. The 0-1. That was a good curve coming back in at 78. Strike two. Greg Blackman knows how to get it done. Now the 0-2 missing out. Just about 3 hours ahead, 8 runs to 3, the 2-2. That's a good defensively. But we'll take a break. And so will we on the Bells
Whether you need to move because of work, just time to move up or size down, there's a ton of stuff to worry about when it comes to looking for a new home. Are they asking too much? Why are they asking so little? Home inspections, deeds, utility costs. Will the home keep its value? Is it in
their expert team at Mission Realty handle all your real estate?
From entry-level line operators to supervisors, IKO is a global roofing manufacturer producing shingles and roofing accessories. They offer on-the-job training
here,
with
please.
entry-level positions. Start your team today. Apply online at IKO.com. IKO is an equal opportunity employer in a drug-free workplace.
Enjoy all the
Okay, this one is a minute. Do you need another minute?
Your scenic tour offers rides of 22, 44, a 62-mile metric century, and farmlands and breathtaking beaches. Check out Tourism benefits local charities, so you'll 17th. It's the Northwest's most beautiful ride. This commercial was generously donated by Dewey.com.
Do you consistently outproduce others with whom you work? Do you always live up to your commitments, even if it requires going the extra mile? Are you a highly disciplined individual who always sees projects through to completion? Do you naturally build trust with the people you meet? Can you be direct and loves to sell? We offer unlimited earning potential, a commitment to providing our people with the marketing resources to get the job done, and an organization with a mission to help local companies grow. Through effective, the best at what you do, contact manager Heidi Person at this station or email
back in 10.
HR at Cascade.
It's Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay.
Cole Henkelman with a leadoff double. Gives up a leadoff double to Cole Henkelman, who was 0 for 4 before that. And the big Cole Henkelman saw him 0 for 4, but he's brought home a couple of runs on a sac fly to left. And the other brought home Daniel Jernan in the third. Strike one, Tucson. Now Luke Saunders trying to figure out if the, and I think it is. Only Luke Saunders on their lineup, and ball gets away from Jack Holman behind the dish. Cole Henkelman to Charlie Somm after the pass ball called strike. Luke Saunders, if it is the same Saunders that leads things off, this is his first pitching appearance, and the 1-2 missing down and away. San Diego this fall, originally from. If this is Luke Saunders that's leading off, the lefties are out of options. Batting .294 coming into tonight, 3 for 5 last night in Ridgefield. Runners now on the corner. The next man up, he has gotten on base every at-bat so far. All of Grayson Sterling, I'm sorry, I take that back. 2 of the 3 walks tonight have been on full count. At first is Grayson Sterling with an RBI single, as coming home is Cole Henkelman from third. Grayson Sterling producing more and more offense for the Bells recently. The fielder's choice, the throw from second. I guess that was shortstop Nick Oakley at second. Sailed over the head of first baseman Bryce Matthews and into the Bells dugout, so an extra base awarded to. Lots going on. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out for the Bells, 1 runner on second. The pitch, Bronson Rivera waxing the handle of his bat. It's the second time he's done that. Now Will Armbruster talking about, but it's a little beyond the broadcast. He's talking about grounded towards shortstop Nick Oakley. The throw to first. It's on target and in time against, but it was a good call. So when the bat flew into the Bells dugout game, when you let go of the bowling ball on the back portion of the swing, or the bowl rather, then all the weak characters jump up. I'm pretty sure. Radio. K-Bay. And Thatcher Hurd. Anyway, you're probably wondering who's at the dish. It's time. And a fan wearing a gray. And the ball gets away from him. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ty Saunders. I'm really curious about that now. Can't wait to ask Thatcher. 2 balls, 1 strike, missing high and away from Son. He is at third. The 3-1. Swing. Missing down and inside, ball 4. Now runners on the corners for the Bells. First pitch to Malachi Knight. Coleman Schmidt takes one long step to his left and makes the
Real finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is full strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be. Handcrafted here in the Pacific Northwest. Share it with a friend, the best around.
App.
So we can track our spending.
Powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
Kids per day. Supporting academic success. Supporting healthy lifestyles.
Cell Bakery, Flax for Life is a proud sponsor of the Bellingham Bells. We produce allergy-friendly baked goods that are nutritious and being the main ingredient in all of our products. You get a tasty treat made from clean ingredients that are loaded with fiber, omega-3s, and healthy.
It's really easy.
Back in 10.
We have the experience.
Bells baseball on 98.9 K-Bay.
Greg Blackman working late in this ball game. Lefties down by 6. 9 runs to 3 is our score. Bells in the play is Ty Saunders over to first where Cole Hinkleman stands. And they connect for Carter Parcher in the top of the 7th. He's thrown 4 strikeouts. All 3 Port Angeles runs given up in the bottom of the 3rd. Bells put up 2, then 3 in the 4th. And 1 every inning since then. Trying to summon some offense for the Port Angeles Lefties in this ballgame. 2-0, catching the outside edge for Greg Blackman, the third arm used of Bell's pitch. Down as quickly as that. Greg Blackman is 1 out away from the 8 out. Next batter up for Port Angeles is Garrett Lake. 2 outs, nobody on, top 9. The pitch missed, ball 1. Garrett Lake bats left and back. And that was a fastball at 87 from Greg Blackman. That can't feel good. That is the first free pass that has been allowed by. So Garrett Lake will have a nice welt on his lower middle back. He's going to go to second. That's all they need. To Yugo Hamakawa, this ball game is over. 3 this weekend, and some words exchanged from Garrett Lake. I don't know who that is actually. To somebody on the Bells high five line, and I think Port Angeles and the Bells atop the pitcher's mound in a high five line with each other, all smiles after the first game victory against Port Angeles of 3 this weekend. A handshake between the two coaches, and we will step aside, come back, and break down all the totals for you and get 3. We'll step aside, come right back with the postgame on your home for Bells Baseball, 98.9 K-Bay. And online at
sleep a little hot. It only gets
and everybody.
Worse.
So it'll be fun as always. Thanks for tuning in.
In our Beauty Rest line, we opt to use the cooler gel foams rather than the standard memory foams that not only sleep hot. Finally, we carry washable wool toppers and mattress pads that can cool off your existing mattress. So keep cool, Whatcom County.
Make your home improvement dreams a reality with West Edge Credit Union's Eco Fix-It Loan by West Edge Credit Union. A new deck, install solar energy, or convert from gas, and with no equity requirement means you can get funding in as little as 24 hours. Find solutions, not excuses at West Edge Credit Union on James and Alabama in Bellingham. Some conditions apply. See West Edge for details. West Edge Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Online at westedgecu.org.
Hi, this is Jacob Marr with Mars Heating. Did you know every home requires a different amount of heating and cooling to keep you comfortable?
How much
At
time
Mars,
back
we do
there?
a careful home analysis to make sure your system is sized just right.
About a minute 20.
Brands like Carrier.
All right, can I get
Plus,
one more 30
right now,
on
get
top of that?
special financing for
More 30?
Yeah,
Stay
one more
cool
30,
this
please.
summer when you
Can do.
Thank you.
Carrier and
Everybody on
Mars.
YouTube, stick
Visit us
around. We'll be
online
right
at
back.
marsheating.com. That's MARRS heating.com. For out-of-this-world service, call Mars.
Subject to credit approval. Call for details.
Hi, this is James Pierce from the Cascade Radio Group, and this is Marketing in a Minute. Many of our conversations with potential clients start with the client saying to us, I think we need to advertise. Surprisingly, our first question is why? You see, when you advertise, you need to have a goal. That goal should always be at least one of 5 strategies. To raise awareness for your brand, to drive potential customers to your business, to promote sales for both new and existing products, to introduce a new product or service to the market, or to differentiate your product from your competitors. If you don't design your advertising to accomplish one of these goals, then you might as well throw your money up in the air and let the wind blow it away. At the Cascade Radio Group, we'll help you define your goals and design a winning and effective advertising campaign. To learn more, contact Cascade Radio today and ask for me, James Pierce.
This has been another edition of Marketing in a Minute. Call James Pierce at Cascade Radio Group and harness the power of radio today.
Hi, this is Jacob Marr with Mars Heating. Did you know every home requires a different amount of heating and cooling to keep you comfortable? At Mars, we do a careful home analysis to make sure your system is sized just right, and we install trusted brands like Carrier. Plus, right now get special financing for 72 months. Stay cool this summer when you turn to the experts with Carrier and Mars.
10 seconds.
Heating.com. That's MARRS heating.com. For out-of-this-world service, call Mars.
Subject to credit approval. Call for details.
It's the Bellingham Bells postgame on 98.9 K-Bay.
Well, we're back post-game, and we should have a guest momentarily. We should get a guest from the Bells dugout. And we will break down the totals for you right now. Run total tonight, Bells 9 and the Lefties with 3. Bells 9 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors for the Bells defensively, and 12 left on the bags. Lefties, 3 runs off 5 hits and 1 error, 11 left on the bags. Winning pitcher goes to Carter Parcher. He looked really good, 3 1/3, allowing 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. His most impressive outing of the summer, in my opinion, so far. Losing pitcher goes to lefty starter Connor Spear, and he went 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 3 walks, 2 Ks. Save goes to Greg Blackman, who gets the 8-out save starting in the top of the 7th, giving 4 Ks and allowing 2 hits, 1 walk. Good stuff for Greg Blackman to take the Bells home and get the 9-3 win. While we await a guest from the dugout, let's take one more quick break. You're listening to Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9kbay.com.
Traffic like.
Traffic is light, but you should call your local Progressive agent to switch your insurance before you head out.
Okay. Well,
This commercial's a minute. Do you want more after that?
Sir, we're in Tampa. Progressive agents are real people who work with you to get the insurance you need. I can order you tacos. 0-392-8159. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Derek here at D&D Insurance. We're not ones and zeros, that's for sure. We're real people
How much time
helping
back
you
there?
with all your insurance needs.
20 seconds.
One more 30,
update,
please.
Okay.
No insurance you need to review and bundle, or corner from Chihuahuas across the street from Little Caesars Pizza. Give us a call at 392-8159.
Imagine living in Linden, perched above the Nooksack River Valley with Mount Baker and the Cascade Mountains in the distance. Enjoy the peaceful surroundings of the mountains and nearby golf course. Make new friends and get involved in new activities. Enjoy fabulous home-cooked meals and spacious apartments designed with your needs in mind. Enjoy your personal tour and see why the residents.
Okay, you're back.
Linden Manor.
It's the Bellingham Bells postgame on 98.9 K-Bay.
Well, Bells fans, you may have predicted it, but the Bell with three doubles tonight and one three-run home run joins us up here. Post-game in the broadcast booth, it is Emilio Corona, and he is here with me. Emilio, how fun was that one?
That was fun. You know, finally kind of felt good today. And, yeah, just found barrels, and it was nice to get a win.
So what's the animosity like with Port Angeles? You've seen them the most out of any team this.
Yeah, I mean, there's just throughout the game, there's just been a lot of like chirping and going back and forth, and that started kind of. I wasn't here for the first time we played them, but when we were in Port Angeles to end the series, they started like mouthing off, and so I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of whatever.
Just part of the game.
Yeah, it is.
You had home run, bottom of the fourth, brought home Ty Saunders and Malachi Knight. What was the reception like down at the Bells dugout after that one?
Oh, it was super fun. You know, just kind of getting everyone going. You know, we kind of got off to a slow start and just kind of get us going. And after that, I think our offense just kind of took over that game. So it was fun to get everyone going. The energy was up, and yeah, we took care of business.
This is the second time the Bells came back from giving up the first run. Second time out of 10 games that the opponent has scored first. And so this one, a great way to start off the 4th of July weekend. Emilio, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That's Emilio Corona joining us up here in the broadcast booth. Tremendous night for Emilio. 3 doubles in the 3rd, 6th, and 7th, and a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 4th. Let's take a quick look around the West Coast League out-of-town scores. Out in Bend, the Bend Elks defeating the Yakima Valley Pippins. That's a big win. The Pippins in charge in the West Coast League North, 11 wins, now 8 losses. Bend Elks in the bottom of the West Coast League South, but on the up and up all of a sudden with a 10-12 record. The Corvallis Knights staying atop the West Coast League South, defeating the second place Ridgefield Raptors, who are in second. They stay there in the South. Ridgefield will play in Corvallis tomorrow night, then come home to Ridgefield for the 4th of July Sunday afternoon game for the finale. Bells will do the same. Host Port Angeles tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m. first pitch, and Sunday, 12:05 first pitch. Right now, Bells players and Port Angeles players giving fist bumps and sharing smiles and jokes. That's good to see. Things can get a little heated out there on the field. That's what Emilio Corona and I talked about just a moment ago as he was our post-game guest for the second consecutive time. Emilio Corona heating up and looking really good tonight. Bells will do it again tomorrow against Port Angeles here at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field. So we got through the totals and had our guest. Time to get to the shout-outs. Haley Sear was our on-site video engineer up here in the booth with me. Did a great job for all of our online viewers. And Peyton Ramsdale back in the studio at Network Central for the Bells flagship radio station, 98.9 K-Bay, and on-site statistician Ben Bagley, delivering stats all home game, every home game, all home game long to enhance the broadcast. Hugo Hamakawa down there on the field saying goodbye to his Port Angeles friends. And I'm Ryan Carlson, reminding you of the final score one last time. Bells 9, Port Angeles 3. Pre-game tomorrow starts at 6:05 p.m. right here on the radio. And for now, I'm Ryan Carlson saying so long from Joe Martin Field.
Thanks for listening to Summer Baseball on your home for the Bellingham Bells. Bells Baseball is brought to you on 98.9 K-Bay by Walton Beverage, Mount Baker Auto Glass, Data Link West, and Dewey Griffin Subaru.
Have a good night, Ryan.
Listen along on 98.9 K-Bay and online at 98.9.
See you Sunday.
Sounds good. See you then.
Paid how much for those lessons?
She's doing great.
Oh, yeah, totally. Can you pass me a